Welcome back, where it's all fun and games till someone loses their underwear. I'm with Ben Thorne.
That's good.
Okay.
Oh, that's not gonna happen later on, is it? I mean, there was the whole incident with Ellen earlier.
It's a mystery. I don't know. We'll see.
What was that voice?
The creepy voice.
You need to work on your creepy voice.
It's kind of like my ghost voice. That's Scooty Carbitas, sir.
It's just annoying. Yeah.
Anyway, so what should we do today?
Our stress is a little high, but I suppose we can push it still.
Want to study?
Yeah, let's study, I guess. We could always or is there...
I'd like to offer a tradition. After every exam, we go to the mall and just blow off the steam.
I'm not gonna make a comment on where you stopped the sentence the first time around.
Or the second time.
Or the second time around, or anything about that. Just,
okay,
yeah,
so,
let's go with that tradition.
Then, ta-da!
That makes a certain amount of sense.
What should I do at the mall today? Let's go eat! Ah, look!
You knew this was gonna happen.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, as I make my way to the food court, I spot someone waving.
Virginia, Ellen, Mary, over here.
What's he up to? We walk over to his table to find a large chocolate chip cookie with congratulations written on it and frosting.
Oh, that's delicious. Good guy. Good guy, William.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we should celebrate your passing your first exam, V.
Aw, I'm just sweet brother. She gives him a big hug on the top of her head, nestling under his chin. But wait a minute.
She had to bend her knees a little.
I guess so.
Either that or he's sitting down right now and he's freakishly tall.
Okay. I'll believe that.
I mean, it works, doesn't it?
I guess. Anyway.
And you guys did it too, right? Facing unknown challenges with nothing but your magic? You're real witches now.
Woohoo! Real witches! Thank you! It's sweet how William looks after his little sister.
For a moment there, I thought it said sisters. And I was like, wait, does that mean that Ellen and Mary are considered sisters? There's a sort of
yeah,
Japanese cultural thing.
Or something
I was gonna
like that.
say, you know, either that or he considers Donald to be a little sister. And that would be well, that would be a little cold on his part.
Oh, alright. Too bad Donald can't be here. I never did find out why he got detention.
Have a seat and dig in, kids.
You're only a few years older than us. Yeah. Kids, I thought we were real witches now.
Yeah.
He says with a silly grin. He reaches over the table to ruffle my hair.
People,
Stop that! It's long
people
hair.
lose their hands over that with me.
And it's harder to fix hair with long hair. I mean, you know, you
Well,
got
my
this like
hair's
worm's
pretty
nest, and that's easy to fix. You just shake it out.
To be honest, I don't think she does anything to her hair. She wakes up and it's just like that.
Virginia or Ellen?
Ellen.
Oh, there we go.
Virginia probably takes a little while, actually, to get it like that.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
But yeah, no, people don't touch my hair. It's not allowed. Don't. I saw the look on your face. Don't. No. No. No.
The cookie gets split into 4, then split again when Ellen gives Virginia some of hers. Soon it's nothing but crumbs and memories.
That's great. That's actually
Stress reduced by 5.
Oh, that's nice. And it's totally not like one of us knew this was going to happen or anything.
Yeah. While my roommates are still out, I pull out the package that my parents sent me. Oh, aren't they sweet?
Oh god, that's terrible if you translate package in the other form.
So it was a really good idea that we didn't open it.
It would have been even worse if it was gave instead of sent, like she was born with it.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. Well, not a package, really. It's just not a box.
Earning the PG-13 rating here.
Yeah, really. Not really a package. It's not a box, just a big envelope wrapped up in tape. I try to pull the tape off, but it's not coming out. Eventually, I pull out some nail clippers and start using a small hole to tear it apart.
Just take out a knife. Knives are more fun.
I don't think they have a knife. I mean, you'd think they'd have an athame, considering they're witches.
An athame?
Yeah, a spell knife. It's what you use for... anyway. You poor soul.
And you know this how?
You know, it's okay to study other religions.
But, alright, you know what, no, just...
Anyway, inside the letter is a small newspaper.
So long as I don't see a pentagram, I'm fine.
Okay, then. Inside a small letter... Well, the pentagram's not even that bad.
I know, but it's sort of the stereotypical thing, and I was going for stereotypes here.
Anyway, inside the letter is a small newspaper.
Just...
Forget you. That's the forget you raspberry.
Is that even a raspberry? I thought that was like you imitating a farting noise or something.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, inside is a letter and a small newspaper.
I don't know. I'm sort of getting the feeling.
Can I finish the slide?
No, that's the point of what I was saying. All right. Now that I'm done giggling a little too girlishly, you may go.
Inside is a letter and a small newspaper, my old school's paper, and a stack of photographs. There's mom and dad waving at me, my house.
Well, on second thought.
I finished it, you jerk.
Aww.
They haven't forgotten me at all. It'll still be quite a while before I get home. Not until Thanksgiving, but they're really not that far away. If they needed me, they could have come and get me. Yeah, well. Again, if they needed her, they could have come and got her.
Yeah, but even then, it's magicness.
I've been here for about a month now. I guess I'm getting used to this life. So, what do we want to do?
Okay, spellbook real quick. I want to get a quick review of all the things we know.
We know light,
spirit, sight, breeze, diagnosis, true sight, silence.
You get too excited by silence. Anyways.
My entire life I've spent around people who are entirely too loud. People who need a volume control knob.
Well,
that is the mute button that I have been so desperately searching for.
First of all, they're kids. Second of all, we're a quiet breed. Third of all,
they should learn to shut up.
You can't change other people.
Wanna bet?
Yes. I'll bet on it. If you successfully mind control another person, I will pay you $100 and ask for personal lessons. Anyway,
continue about mind control.
You'd have to. Because even...
Well, I mean, the use of drugs, hypnosis, the right amounts of manipulation. And that's barring doing something physical, like actually removing their vocal cords.
Oh, no. You can't do that. That violates human rights. Like you care, but you...
Yeah, like I care, so...
Anyway, continuing on to next
human rights.
Hey, you guys!
I knew that was coming.
Either you interested in running for class office? You wanna go for it?
Do you know what? That's like one of the things I have sort of like regretted not doing, just because I could use that power.
Anyway. Yeah, let's run for, okay, maybe not president, maybe that's something else, anyway. Oh, oops. Like president? I don't know. I don't think so. What do you have to do to run? Not much. You just have to tell the teachers by the end of this week that you want to run. The next week, everybody votes. Oh, and you have to have a clean record, no demerits. Well,
that's good. We have that. Yeah. But
yeah.
This is a little thing from what was that? Life as a Teenage Robot. You remember that little guy?
Yeah.
One day soon, I will seal your doom. Ching ching.
Yeah. Anyway, there are only 2 positions for the freshman classes, president and treasurer. The upper classes have more because they do more events and stuff. The freshman officers don't get to do anything? Sure, they get to do something, but just not as much. Like the junior class is in charge of the prom, and that's a big deal.
What, wasn't prom for seniors though? I mean, generally speaking.
I think the
juniors
juniors
I suppose there is a junior prom usually.
It might be for both juniors and seniors. If not, the juniors would control the decorations for the proms for the seniors, so that the next class can do the same thing.
I suppose.
I
do
good.
Go to anything like that.
Yeah, me neither.
School dances, proms. Pfft, no. People.
Well, in a lot of states, there's not a prom anymore.
Really?
Yeah, which seems silly. It feels
Why?
like part of the tradition, even if you don't go.
That's like that. It's sort of like the
rite of passing for some
epitome
people.
of
Yeah.
high school. Yeah, it's the rite of passage where even if you're O for high school, you can still get laid.
Anyway, continuing on.
Because somebody always spikes the punch, and being drunk leads to bad decisions on other people's parts.
That's probably why they canceled it in some states. Anyway.
And they're the same people who run for the prom junior year have to run the initiation at the start of the next year because elections haven't been held yet. It's a ton of work.
So I guess that means William organized the prom last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's much easier for the freshmen. You just have to go to the meetings with the teachers and nod a lot.
Smile and nod, just tune everybody out. I'm used to doing that.
So, are you interested?
Nobody would vote for me. Well, if you put yourself out there, they might.
But that's why I'm asking. See, Minnie Cochran's obviously gonna win for president. It's not even worth trying for that. But the treasurer position's open. Pastel says Jacob says he'll win it easy. So I want someone else to win. Anyone else.
Excuse me, I'm gonna take a quick drink of water real quick.
With that voice, I'd imagine.
Whew. Just lots and lots of dialogue.
You did to that one sentence what I did to Grabby's sentence earlier.
Yeah.
Just
William isn't running for president in his class again this year, so it's perfect. He can endorse a freshman candidate, and they're sure to win.
I'm not sure that's... Why don't you run?
No way!
yeah. First off, she would not. The teachers would instantly disqualify her.
Just because of her brother. Well, no,
well,
then again,
I mean,
it balances out, because she's got the troublemaker and she's got the stellar student.
the practically wearing a halo William.
Yeah.
Class officers have to go to meetings with teachers, and I see way too much of them in class already. And that's even with me skipping 3 times a week. Speaking of which, we need to pick out our classes for this week.
So, let's try.
Okay, we need 1 black, at least.
Okay. Well, I thought we wanted to get them to 11.
Oh, did we?
So, black, white.
No.
Don't be racist.
Let's have 1 white and 2 red.
Ta-da! Oh, we're stressed out.
Oh. Well, I don't know. We just got the 5 points of stress reduction.
Sleep. Okay. It doesn't
Alright.
hurt. Can't be stressed out. Success. 2 black magic, 2 stress.
That's good. Inspection.
There we go. Detect weak points and hidden details within one target object.
If only we had not had that failure, that would have been very useful.
When I get back to my room this afternoon, the others are still there and they don't look happy. What's going on?
Horrible Donald left a box of cat poop on our doorstep during class.
It was really mean.
That's...
Ew.
Yeah, I mean, cat poop is especially bad. I mean, if it were like dog poop, that would be slightly less bad, simply because cat poop is much more smelly.
Mm-hmm. Where would he get that from?
That's a very good question.
Some of the other students have pets. He must have gotten someone to help him.
Well, first of all, if the older students have pets, they're not technically pets, they're familiars. But in any case, continuing on,
I think it's only familiars if they're intelligent.
all animals are intelligent.
I mean, like, sentient level intelligent. Like, human level intelligent.
No, don't say that. Animals are far smarter than humans.
One can wonder. They're smarter than some humans, anyway.
Anyway, continuing
I
on.
can say that.
Should we try to find out who?
Nah, this is between him and me.
3 seconds later, there's a massive fire. 3 seconds after she stalks out of the room, there's a massive fireball.
And the professors. He's gonna get in so much trouble for this.
Oh, excuse me.
Nice.
You're gonna tell on him? He is going too far. He has to stop. It's pretty hard to forgive a joke like that, but going out of his way to get his hold on, then leaving it on the doorstep, that's awful. At least it wasn't on fire.
It was on fire, it just burned out.
Anyway, let's try and get to the... Oh no.
Why all the failure?
I have no idea.
Is that just like we're getting seriously unlucky?
I guess so.
Man, what is this?
It just
I
happens.
wonder if it might be the stress, actually.
No, because we got that. Well, and we're about
I mean,
to
like
sleep
the
anyway.
stress affecting,
Push object shoved a target to one square in the direction indicated by the caster.
Square is apparently now a unit of measurement.
Room. In this case, probably like a 5x5 room.
Yeah.
Like a D&D.
Yeah. But no, it's just... Well, America doesn't use the metric system anyway. May as well just have random measurements. Yeah, that's about 1 square long.
Yep. Yeah, I need to make up my mind whether or not to run for class office.
May as well.
I still don't know exactly what the jobs involve, other than working with the teachers. That means spending more time with Professor Grabner. Ah.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. It could help me to get on his good side, or it could give him more opportunities to make my life miserable.
Probably the latter.
That
On the
is-
other hand, it gives us more opportunities to make his life miserable.
I guess so. That is, if I can actually win the election, of course. I've never been in an election before. I don't think I have any enemies in the freshman class, but I don't think I'm that popular either. What do you want to do? Minnie
Sorry,
Cochran
yes,
is likely to win for president,
Yeah, that...
and she's popular.
Yeah, popular kids. It's just like... It doesn't matter if they have the ability to do the job at all. Anyway, yeah, treasurer.
Okay. Well, it's like politics. The guy with the most money and the biggest campaign ad tends to win.
I don't know about that necessarily. Because sometimes more money and more campaign ad doesn't necessarily work if they're just an outright idiot about something.
You can be an idiot to hire the right guy so that you win. It's all really down to luck and money. Right, so I'll go submit my name to Professor Potsdam and see what happens.
Such faith in America's system.
I'm a Brit
Oh,
through
wow.
and through.
That's it. We're 1/8 British.
I
Thank you
know,
very much.
I know.
Though we play it up, I suppose.
Yeah, well, you know, tea drinkers every day.
Huh.
Fist bump. Tea drinkers unite. Tunk.
Hold on, we need to edit in like a sound thing, or maybe like one of those little spinning, spiky.
I'll see
comic
what I
book
can do, yeah.
things.
The bat symbol for tree drinkers. Anyway, we're getting up topic.
Well, not necessarily, but I was thinking more like, you know how they had those kablamo type things.
Yeah. Anyway, in the late afternoon, I'm sitting on my bed with a magazine when I hear a groan. Ugh. She drops her notebook on the floor, causing it to shed a couple loose pages. What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. Just school.
She falls backwards onto the bed and kicks off her shoes, letting them arc off in different directions.
I did that once and it ended up in a river. I'm not joking.
Oh, don't kick off your shoes near a river.
Well, I just kicked it off. I wondered, you know, like, first off, the shoe was near breaking anyway, or this was back in elementary school when I was walking home in heavy rain, and the zipper was near breaking, because I had zipper shoes back then, and I kicked it off thinking it was going to go forward, and it arced off into the river on my left, and just like, well, damn it, because it was like, there was like an inch of standing water was how hard it was raining, and me and my friend, neither of us had an umbrella, of course, so.
Because you guys are guys, and sometimes you forget to check the weather before you leave.
I was in elementary school.
Anyway.
I hate school. Still sitting still, taking notes, listening to lectures about
Still
things
sitting.
I already know or never need to know anyway. Bleh.
It's about right.
Well, you don't have to go to class every day.
You are taking it easy today, huh? Anyway, it's a little different from you. If I goof off, my brothers will catch me. Not that I care what Donald thinks.
But he'll just use it as fodder.
But William is different?
He's a good guy. He's always looked out for me.
Where do you guys come from anyway? Where are you guys from anyway?
That leads to
Yeah.
possibilities.
Massachusetts!
What was Massachusetts? That's what you sounded like.
I know. Anyway, continuing on. Salem?
It's not in Oregon.
Nah, Springfield, home of the Simpsons!
Simpsons, they're in any state but yours.
Yep.
That was actually on one of the intro things.
But were there real witches in Salem?
Sure, there still are, but I don't know what you mean. But I do know what you mean. A lot of magical people were collected to their homes. They tend to build a tower to defend it. If things go wrong at home, you fix it. Not so keen on moving. When times were bad for witches and wizards in Europe, they just hid better. They didn't go to America with the early colonies, not in big settlements anyway. And no wizards from Africa went there at all, so only the proper magical people around here were the natives. At the time of the Salem, they didn't want much to do with the colonists.
No, I wouldn't blame them.
No, yeah.
Then, a couple kids came out Waltz, and there was nobody there to control them.
So the witches they hanged were real?
Nah, not all of them. It was only those kids who were witches, but they didn't really know about it. When they started doing real magic, they were just as scared as the village people. So they blamed other people when the preachers told them to, and it was the other people that got hanged. Hard luck on them.
That's actually closer to right about what happened in the Salem thing is, some people decided they didn't like other people, so they faked convulsions and whatnot and accused them of being a witch. And,
Yeah.
the only way that you could not die when accused of being a witch is admitting to it, ironically.
But even then, you were tested.
Well, no, once you admitted to being a witch, then that's basically like repenting, and you were quote unquote in God's hands now. And so people admitted to it because they didn't want to die,
Yeah.
and that just fueled the fire.
Anyway, we have schools now. That sort of thing doesn't happen.
I guess it is important to go to school, huh? A
No.
lesson about education.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna at least try and make it to Saturday.
So, are you gonna do it?
Oh goody, extra long episode.
I don't think.
Aw, come on.
I'm just not that sort of person. What are they talking about, I
Hold on,
wonder?
yeah, I mean, I know they're talking about treasure, but that's...
President,
I'm
yeah.
not that sort of person. What?
Coming in at the wrong time. Anyway.
Oh, come on. Coming in at the wrong time.
Yeah. Anyway.
Mary, are you gonna run for treasurer?
Yes, and in fact I am. I'm so nervous about it, I haven't been able to take it. Never mind.
No, just no. I don't know where you're going, but please no.
Yippee!
Entertaining my brother with funny noises.
Now I can tell that spoiled brat to kiss ma. Hey. Sorry. I've gotta go make plans.
Well, I guess we have a campaign manager.
Or something. She leaves the room. Ellen sits back on her bed and brushes her hair. Aw. Such a strange thing to get worked up over. Well, she is very competitive. If it really matters so much, she ought to do it instead of trying to get everyone else to do it for her. Well,
I think when it came to voting for those things, I just circled a random name because I didn't know any of the people and didn't care.
Anyway, I shrug.
Except for like one time when I was friends with like this one popular kid.
Yeah, I suppose. Do you think that? Oh, do you think her brother will do as she says? Promote someone just because she wants him to?
Probably.
Probably. She is his baby sister. He looks out for her. He's so sweet. Oh,
And
look at
she's
that cute little
blushing.
blush. Yeah.
That's a bunch of blushing.
Oh, he is he? I love the music change. Ellen, have you got a crush on William? What? No! What makes you think that? Well, baby.
You're blushing harder than a fireball.
She sighs and flops back down onto the bed. Yes? So what do you want to say?
The last option, no.
You can't have him, he's mine! No, let's not crush her dreams.
No.
Encourage her? Discourage her?
Honestly, I'd say encourage her, I suppose, even though that goes against the Ellen Virginia ending.
Okay, you like William, so what's the problem? He's cute, he's responsible, he's a good student. He's popular. So? So he could have any girl he wants. And he'd never want a girl like me. Guys want someone pretty who likes makeup and dancing and pouts until she gets her way.
Excuse me, no. No.
I know.
I mean, the makeup thing is one thing. Even then that depends. As for dancing, I'm willing to bet, like, most guys can't dance, and so they'd prefer a girl who doesn't ask them to dance either. At the very least, I sure as hell can't dance.
Well, do you want a girl that pouts until she gets her way?
No. No, dear Lord, no.
Anyway.
We'd have issues, she and I.
Yes, you would. Anyway, Jenny's not even 13 yet, and she's already got boys chasing after her.
Well, then take a lesson from your little sister. Are you laughing at my statement or what's here?
Okay.
Yeah.
Boys think of me as just
Take a deep breath.
a rock with hair, a useless fuzzy lump.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But William's nice. He would never. But he would never.
Let's see here.
I want to encourage him.
I sort of want to encourage it too, just because they would be a seriously cute couple.
Yes, he would. If you like him, you should tell him. No, I couldn't do that.
Time to play secret matchmaker.
Well, what's the worst that could happen? He says no? Then you wouldn't have to worry about it anymore.
See, that logic to a shy person is just like, would you jump off of a cliff into water to find out if there are rocks underneath it?
Well, no, you'd throw something first, but anyway.
Exactly.
That's why she's... anyway.
We're using Ellen as a something first?
No!
That's what I thought you were saying.
No, absolutely not.
That's hilarious.
And what if he does like you? Then you're not wasting your time not knowing it. Oh, and you're just wasting your time not knowing it. That's not very likely. You never know unless you try. After all, you're the one with the book logic. You'd rather have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. Use that logic. Go for it, girl.
That logic indicates
We're horses.
possession.
I know. We're supposed to be daring.
Not really.
You're cute and clever and sweet. You're not hopeless. Maybe he likes you. Maybe he doesn't. There's only one way to find out.
Even if he doesn't like her, there's a chance that he may like her at the moment in that way. There's a chance that he could agree to date her anyway. In no small part simply because he's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, feelings may develop.
Yep. Well, I'll think about it. I'll think on a Saturday. Okay.
And something...
Oh, come on! More dialogue! This episode's gonna be so long. Anyway.
It is. We're reaching 30 minutes.
I know, right?
Though, to be fair, even guys who can get, any girl they want, that doesn't mean that,
They want every girl they can get.
or anything like that. I mean, honestly, with that sort of thing, speaking a bit from experience here, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but, it's more, Yeah, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Anyway, continue. Virginia stretches and yawns.
And that's the end of bad romance advice from Ben.
Yep. So, are you and William working on your plan to take over the class today?
Well, we can't today, exactly.
Why not?
He's not here.
Well, what do you mean he's not here?
It's cider day, the big apple festival next county over. Most upperclassmen go on a field trip. It's over an hour away, so they have to leave early.
Why didn't we hear about it?
Freshmen aren't allowed. It's a privilege.
What's the Apple Festival?
Excuse me, Ellen
Oops.
voice.
What's the Apple Festival?
There we go.
It's a harvest fair. Don't you have those where you come from?
Do we have those around here? I think.
We're more of a trade hub.
I suppose, but still.
I mean, we have a little cotton, but we really don't. Okay, Harvest Festival, woohoo! Let's all celebrate cotton. I mean, you can't eat cotton. You can eat cotton candy, but that's not cotton. Anyway, I don't know.
They get a big old-fashioned cider press.
Oh, I love cider. Anyway,
They get a big old-fashioned cider press
Oh, I
set
love
up.
cider. That's great. Just stop mid-sentence to say that.
They get big old-fashioned cider press on the green so everyone can watch the apples being crushed, and then they sell jugs of it. There's a lot of food. Apple donuts, apple sausages, apple upside-down cake, caramel apple squash, apple soup.
I'm
Well,
getting sick.
It's
just
not all
thinking of
apples.
I don't know. It's pretty good.
Big bake sale, craft sale, art contest. There's a fiddler in the day, and there's a contra dance in the evening.
it. So they have fiddlers on the roof?
From the look on Ellen's face, she has no idea what a contradesk is, but I'm not going
But
to
she's not gonna
ask. So, the seniors are off on a dance without us.
Mhm.
Well, it doesn't matter. What should I do today? Study.
Sneak off to join them.
Yay, you were smarter.
Huzzah.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
No, do you know what? We've reached the 32-minute mark.
So, we're gonna have to figure out what that small box sitting in front of our door is later.
There's a small box?
Yes, there is.
Oh.
Anyway, until next time, guys. See you.
Bye.